viewers. I am Ilori Tobiloba, a graduate of Ekiti State University and a graduate intern at HARLEM solicitors. Today, I will be your discussant on telecommunications, and the topic for discussion is operations at the BTS Vis-a-Vis, the perceived hazard effect on the inhabitants around the BTS location, debunking the myth. Today's topic in its plain meaning is whether that particular BTS in your community poses any hazard effect on the health of the people or not. To start with, base transceiver station, also known as base station or BTS, is a telecom infrastructure that facilitates wireless communication between a subscriber device and a telecom operator network. There are four types of BTS. We have the macro cells. These include masts, towers, and poles. We have the micro cells. These are antennas on the streets. We have the pico cells. These are very small antennas. And the last one is in-building system. These are very small antennas in the building. Another concept I would like to define is myth. Myth is a generally held but false belief or ideas. It has been widely held by the people over the years that radiation from base transceiver station poses hazard effect on the health of the people. It has been linked with cancer, retarded growth, depression, brain tumor, and so many deadly illnesses. But all these are widely held myths. And I'll be debunking the myth with international reports, World Health Organization report, scientific proof, and International Commission non-ionizing radiation protection. There are two major laws that govern the erection of base transceiver station. We have the Nigerian Communication Commission guidelines of technical specification for erection of masts and towers, 2009 guidelines, and we have the National Environmental Standard for Telecommunication and Broadcast Facility Regulation 2012. The major law that governs telecom industry is Nigerian Communication Commission, and it sets standards to be adhered to by telecom operator, bearing in mind the safety of the people. The welfare of the people cut across the 2009 guidelines as the safety of the people and personnel is of utmost concern and importance to Nigerian Communication Commission throughout the 2009 guidelines. Section 31 sub 1 of the Nigerian Communication Act provides that no person shall carry out communication service or facility or communication system without being authorized under the communication license or exempted under the regulation made by the Commission under this Act. Section 31 sub 2 went further to say anybody who is in breach of subsection 1 commits an offense and upon conviction is liable to a fine of the initial fee of the relevant license or to a fine not more than 10 times of the initial fee of the relevant license or to a year imprisonment, so both imprisonment and payment of fine. And upon conviction, that person will forfeit to the commission the property, installation, and services used in carrying out the unlicensed operation. Do you now see that for every BTS you see around the location, they are duly regulated? Otherwise, they are due for forfeiture. We also have NESRA, that's the National Environmental Standard and Regulation Enforcement Agency. This body is saddled with responsibility of the development of the environment and safety of the environment. And NESRA regulation of 2011 provides for 10-meter setback. That's the minimum setback now for base stations, bearing in mind the safety of the people, and believes that radiation from BTS cause hazard effects on the health of the people. But Nigerian Communication Commission guidelines of 2009 provides for 5-meter minimum setback, insisting that radiation from base transceiver station does not cause any hazard effects on the health of the people. After much back and forth arguments, a mutually agreed decision was made that 7.5 meter is allowed, is permissible where the 10 meter is not feasible or it cannot be achieved. It is of utmost truth that base transceiver station emits radio frequency. Radio frequency is a form of electromagnetic radiation, and the scientists as well identify two types of radiation. We have the ionizing radiation and non-ionizing radiation. The ionizing radiation is lethal and injurious to human health, while the non-ionizing radiation is not lethal and is not injurious to human health. The non-ionizing radiation is of low energy, the same energy that microwaves in our various kitchen emits. And we agree with me that we've been using microwaves in our various kitchen for years without any health consequence established. It is very much unlikely for radiation from BTS to also cause any of these deadly illness, because the energy that it emits is of low energy. And that is why the World Health Organization also says that the energy from radio frequency is very low that the increase in the temperature is insignificant to human health. The International Commission on Non-Ionizing Radiation Protection on Limiting Exposures provides for 4 diameter around the antenna for public exposures. And in agreement with this is Electrical Engineer Electronics 2001 reports that says the exposure of the people to radio frequency is very low compared to the safety limit set by International Commission on Non-Ionizing Radiation Protection, which means that for the limit set by ICMPR, any exposure below it is not and does not cause any adverse effects. And the Institute of Electrical Electronics now of 2001 report says that the exposure of the public to this radio frequency is far below the limit recommended and does not pose any adverse effects to human health. World Health Organization reports further says that radio frequency at its source is the strength at its source is very high, that it diminishes with distance and does not pose any adverse effect on human health. We also have international reports on operation carried on at BTS. We have the American Cancer Society. The American Cancer Society latest reports on cancer and tower says that the radiation that causes cancer or increase the risk of cancer when compared to the radiation from BTS, the radiation from BTS is relatively low. And the radiation that increases cancer includes gamma rays, X-rays, and ultraviolet lights. All these are high radiation, and the radiation from BTS is of low energy compared to them. And therefore, it says that radio frequency is not enough to break the chemical bond in DNA molecule of human. And therefore, emission from base transceiver station does not pose any adverse effect on human health. We also have the Stewart report of 2000. The Stewart report of 2000 says all evidence gathered together has shown that emission from base transceiver station does not pose any adverse effects on human health. We also have the United Kingdom group on non-ionizing radiation. This group says that all evidence and exposures to non-ionizing radiation is so low compared to the limits regulated and does not pose any adverse effect on human health. And also, non-ionizing radiation is of low energy and is not lethal to human health. We have scientific proofs as well that says all evidence gathered together shows that non-ionizing radiation that BTS emits is of low energy and does not pose any adverse effects on human health. We have so many publications, so many reviews, so many works on operation carried on at BTS, and most of all have drawn the conclusion that operations at BTS does not pose any adverse effect on people. World Health Organization also supports this motion that radiation from base transceiver station is of low energy. It diminishes with distance, is insignificant to human health, and does not pose any adverse effects on human health. And today, I hope I've been able to debunk the myth surrounding the widely held myth that base transceiver station pose any adverse effect on human health. And for more information on telecommunications and diverse areas of law, please kindly visit our website www.harlemsolicitors.com or our LinkedIn page at Harlem Solicitors. Thank you.